Now let's apply the heroine's journey to Ashapelty. Ashapelty, written by Sinead de Valera, who was part of the Irish resistance and the revolution that led to Irish independence from Great Britain after 800 years of colonial rule. This is a version of the Harry Rucky story. Harry Rucky is a tale that's found again and again and again in collections of folklore done by children at the exact same time that Sinead de Valera was writing. And so Ashapelty is Harry Rucky by a different name. And I believe the reason that Sinead de Valera changed the name of this heroine that was so common and so important in Ireland is because in Ireland, this is a Cinderella story, which is something we're going to get to later. And Ashapelty, like Aschenputtel, the very popular, famous German version of Cinderella, reminds the audience who might not know this is a Cinderella that this is what this means in Ireland. But before we get to that, let's just map the plot onto the structure of the heroine's journey and see if and where it fits. So first, separation from the feminine is very clear with the leaving the mother, but in some ways, Ashapelty never really separates from the feminine because she's always pursuing these sisters and giving them a happy ending even though they're undeserving. What does that mean in this journey? How does that sort of that change from the typical journey make this meaningful? That's a place where you could go from summary and structure to analysis. Gathering of allies. Ashapelty makes herself an ally, I would say, of the sisters and of the king and of the princes, but doesn't gather allies to herself the way other heroines and heroes do. Instead, she is sort of her own fairy godmother. The road to trials, the experience of the boon of success, is something I think you have like a rinse and repeat cycle, first with the giant and then with the witch again and again and again. There's a trial, successful, trial, successful. And that final experience with death and then perhaps the initiation to the goddess might be the last trial where instead of helping everybody else, she's doing it for herself this time to win the partner and the life that she wants for herself. And in order to do that, has to actually come face to face with the witch, risk death in a different way, and escape from that with her wits. And it may also involve, perhaps, that last fire dance, which I think is, if anything, where we can connect with these last steps. The healing of the mother-daughter split and leading to the healing and the unity of the masculine and the feminine might be where the mother-in-law to be, the queen, says, hey, I know the prince is not happy about this marriage. No one has to get married yet, but let's end with a fire dance. And we get the idea that the queen knows what's going to happen in this dance because Ashapelty's proved herself to be the most courageous. She's going to get the closest to the fire, and that's going to take care of all the hair on her face and lead to the prince finding her attractive and deciding to marry her. So, that could be a way to tie these steps to Ashapelty. How does it map, though, onto the hero's journey? Does it also fit there? Just because maybe they go on one journey, could they also go on another? That's what we'll look at next.